welcome to the All of My Card Game show. The show where here on YouTube I show off a deck, whatever deck I want to play, and we all have ourselves a good time, you, me, everybody. I am your host, the Memphis XLR8, and today we're taking a look at the new Penguin support. The Penguin power is at its finest. Not too much new support, but everything they got is just so good with Penguins. And it really helps them with the consistency of what they do. And so we're going to go into Yugioh Pro, and I'm going to show this deck off, and we're having such a good time. Real quick, the deck list, and then shall we get right into the dueling. For our main deck today, we're running one copy of Genix Controller, one Monster Turtle, 3 Gamma Seal, 3 Great Emperor Penguin, 3 copies of Penguin Champion, 1 Nightmare Penguin, 2 copies of No Penguin, 1 Penguin Ninja, 3 Glacial Beast Polar Penguin, 3 copies of Penguin Priest, and 2 copies Penguin Soldier. For our spells, we have 2 Unexpected Die, 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, 3 copies of Surface, 1 Monster Reborn, 1 copy of Call by Grave, 2 Twin Twisters, 3 Royal Penguins Garden, 1 Penguin Sword. For our traps today, we're just throwing in some Storming Mirror Force in case of Lyrilusk, especially for Lyrilusk. So for our extra deck, we have ourselves 1 Linky Spider, 1 IP Masquerena, 1 Mistar Boy, 1 Crystal Halka Fibrax, 1 Marincess Coral Anemone, 1 Nightmare Unicorn, 1 Aver Max, 1 Totally Awesome, 1 Brianak the Dragon of the Ice Barrier, 2 copies of Penguin Brave, 1 White Order Whale, 1 Adamantipator Risen Dragite, 1 Ravenous Croaker Dragon Archithus, and good old-fashioned Trishula. A side deck, not much to say. You know, the other Penguin monsters, don't really need them, but I threw them in here just so you can see that they exist. If you want to tribute your opponent's monsters for your ultimate Penguin monster, the Great Emperor Penguin, try Soul Exchange. It works. And don't use Stormforce, because that won't work. You know, Book of Moon just to interrupt your opponent. Another Penguin Sword if you really feel like you want this. If you want an additional trap, or you want to change out the trap, try Drowning Mirror Force. And if you don't want a battle trap, I highly recommend Junk Sleep. It's very useful for penguins. So, all that being said, let's go ahead and go to Yugioh Pro and show this deck off. Show you how it works, and we'll have ourselves a good one. Alrighty, everybody, first duel of the day. We're trying to go first. You want to try and go first with penguins. They're very much a going first bunch. And hey, our opponent's going to let us go first. Neato. Alrighty, so what do we have for an opening hand here? Alright, not the greatest hand in the world, but it's one I can at least live with. We're going to activate the Royal Penguin God. This is a very nice new spell. When it's basically tanky for penguins. You can add any penguin card that you desire. Spell, trap, monster, whatever you desire. And so with the hand we currently have, I want Penguin Champion. We do want a Penguin Champion because we need stuff on board. We're going to save the Priest. And I'm going to set Penguin Soldier. When you set a monster, you can use Penguin Champion's effect to summon him out and change his level. You can modulate it by a 1 or a 2. Considering we have a level 2 monster, we want to move him by 1 level. We want to make him level 4. And then I can flip my monster face up once per turn. And that'll activate my effect, but I don't want to use it, because that'll flip my monster, and that'll put my monsters back in my hand. So we're not going to do that. What we are going to do is make Penguin Brave, the synchro monster of the penguins. Because when this guy is summoned, I can set a penguin from my deck. And I'm going to set my other Penguin Soldier. And we'll be pretty set, you know, it would have been nice. Would have been nice if I had the Great Emperor Penguin. Could have done a little bit more, but this is a decent enough start. I call this this is our second best sort of start 'em up. You know, so we're going to end our turn for now. And we'll be all right. We should be all right. You know, Penguin Brave. My opponent activates a monster effect. I can flip up Soldier. Soldier will bounce 2 cards back to hand. If I had no Penguin on the field, okay, that's fine. I have Spell Trap. I did testing of this deck on live stream, so I knew I needed some more Spell Trap removal. So the fact that I've got Spell Trap removal means I'm okay. I'm okay. All is good. I've got Twin Twisters. He can have his Mystic Mine. I am fine with this. I am A-okay. What is it? Lilith, the Lady of Lamentation? Okay. Okay, so this is some sort of Stally Burn deck. Okay, that's okay. Luckily, I've got some replays Furin Kazan. Are you going to try and summon Doriado with that? I'm going to guess that he's using Doriado. If y'all don't know, Doriado is this old ritual monster that can count as every attribute. Or like, it can count as most attributes, if anything. So I think that's what he's trying to do. I'm going to go off on a limb. And let's see here. Penguin Ninja would normally be the dude who gets rid of spell traps, but unfortunately, that's not going to happen. But yeah, I did the live stream. I've got some other duels saved up, so I'll show those a little later, but let's see what I can do against this. I'm pretty sure I can out this dude. It's just a matter of, like, what we're going to hit him with first. Because I only have the one spell trap removal at the moment. If I had my Harpies Feather Duster or my other Twin Twisters, I would have unloaded on this dude. But I don't. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that'll work. That'll work. That ought to work just fine. So what we're going to go ahead and do, end the phase, Twin Twister. Much as I don't want to get rid of the Priest, I'm going to have to get rid of the Priest. I need other stuff and things. Ooh, trap card I won't need. Normally, not bad, because a lot of people are playing Lyrilusk right now. Because Lyrilusk very much more powerful than they were before. Even more powerful than ever before. Let's see. Ooh, I could make Crocodragon too. Okay, I could draw 2 cards. Or I could have a spell trap negation. Doesn't matter because my opponent surrenders. Man, don't you hate it when you're just trying to pick between your 2 options, your opponent runs off it, especially when it's these trolley people. They can't handle it when you actually have ways around their little board here. So that's a win, I suppose. Not much of a win. I was just starting to get into the flow. So unfortunate my opponent just did not want to stay around and see all the penguins. Because I think I would probably go for Crocodragon just to get the draws. Potentially get my other spell trap removed. Stuff like that. Have a 3k beat stick. Or not quite 3k, but he would have been big. Regardless, let's go ahead for duel number 2. Try to find a better opponent, a little bit more back and forth. Show off some of the other combos. I want to summon no penguin, especially. So let's go for duel 2. Alrighty, second opponent. Another player, hopefully not the same player. I don't like playing the same people twice. But regardless, let's go first. And it's okay, this will work. This is actually a really good hand. In fact, this is pretty much the perfect hand. When I activate the Royal Penguin Garden, this will search us any penguin we desire. Any penguin in the world. Let's see here. Who do I want to get? I already have a priest. I already have the emperor. I'm gonna get the sword. Why not? Let's get the sword out. Basically, this will give our monster 800 points. And when we do... Oh, draw unlock. Okay, that's not a problem. We're not gonna add any more cards. We're gonna activate the effect of our garden. Basically, what this card is, we reveal an Emperor Penguin in our hand. And then I must discard a card. Sadly, as much as I was going to use the sword, basically the sword does, if you do damage, you can bounce stuff. Your monster gets an 100 point. It does a lot of stuff and things, not very important to plays. What is important is that I can now summon this normally. And then by tributing the Great Emperor Penguin, I can summon 2 penguins from the deck. This guy really is our boss monster. Once per turn, summon 2 monsters. You just gotta keep summoning them out. I mean, if I have Monster Born, I can do it twice. That's just what I can do. So we're gonna summon summon Penguin Brave. His effect goes off, and no penguin immediately triggers. Very important. The minute your penguin monster effect activates, this guy activates. It's very good for blocking your opponent's Ash Blossoms. So now we're going to set up the Penguin Soldier Boy. And we should be good against pretty much anything. Yeah, if he activates a monster effect, this will get flipped. And due to the effect of no penguin, any of our effects that would bounce, any penguin effects that bounce, go into banishing effects instead. So basically, my opponent does stuff. I can just banish his combo pieces. It's a very nasty thing. That's why no penguin... He's... You know, Emperor Penguin's the boss, but this guy's the most important piece of the puzzle. You know, bouncing things to the hand is okay. banishing those things instead, even better. Blocking Ash Blossoms, even better still. It's a very nice thing. You know, he just needs to be in the grave. Alright, so what is he playing? Pot of Prosperity. Is this... Oh, it's Kozmo. Okay. Alright, well, that's a bit of a problem because Cosmos can't be targeted. At least the big ones can't. So, that's a bit of an issue. He's got the Puri Ray map, too. That's that new spell. Okay, so he's gonna imperm me. Which is a bit unfortunate. I don't want to get impermed. That's unfortunate. If he imperms Penguin Brave, I won't be able to flip up my soldier. Alright. Good old Kozmo. I just played Kozmo. Well, it was a little while ago, but they're pretty good. They can do some stuff even today. Alright, so Kozmo Tin Can, indeed. I presume you have a Destroyer in your hand already, because that's how Cosmos work. They always have Destroyer in the hand, no matter what. Alright, so Tin Can's gonna go off. I will try to flip Penguin Soldier. Just because, I mean... Whether this will stop him or not, probably won't, but there's no reason not to try this. Yep, I get to flip my monster. And then, well, actually, yeah, he'll get a monster regardless, and this won't work. But I might as well bait out the Tin Can now, and then I can kaiju whatever he summons. That's how that works. Okay, so he's gonna... Oh, he's actually playing Delta Shuttle. Huh. It's an interesting choice. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and attempt to bounce the Tin Can. And that'll bait out the Tin Can. All's good. Alright, so what did he get? Oh, he actually got the Delta. I don't even remember what that thing does. What on earth does Delta Flyer do? I think it has something to do with, like, ditching Cosmos to increase its attack or something. I don't remember. That's one of those Cosmos that people don't... It's like Scaredy Cat. Nobody plays it. Slip Rider. Alright, well, that's annoying, but not a big issue. Alright. So what? You blew up my thing. Ooh, Surface. Ah, if only that was lower level, but it is not. Let's see. Target monster. This one does not have targeted protection. Activate Surface. Bring back our tuner. Polar Penguin, cool dude. When he's special summoned, I bounce a card. And thanks to no Penguin, he gets banished instead. Thus his Penguin power. And my opponent immediately surrenders. A little prematurely, I have to say. I mean, Cosmos, if you interrupt them, they do have some problems. But I didn't have game. I couldn't have flipped this face down again. I mean, I could have, let's see, I could have made a 3, a 6, and a 8. I could have made a Dragite or a Crocosaur. But regardless, you could have gone a little harder, my dude. My dude, I know Penguins are intimidating, but come on. Alright, well, so far these duels are going a little quicker than I would like them to go. Luckily, I have those replays saved. But let's go for a third duel, see if we can actually get some actual back and forth. Because while I'm showing the cards going, I'm not showing how they interact with my opponent well enough. At least I don't. Not good enough for me. I want to see better. Alrighty, my third opponent against a guy called Casual means no meta. Interesting. I guess this is someone who does not like the meta. Regardless. Let me think about this. I do not have a great... This is not a good opening hand, but at least I have my Penguin Priest. Penguin Priest is a very nice monster. If your Penguin gets sent from the monster zone to the grave by my opponent, you know, basically battle, card effect, whatever, I can summon that monster face down in defense mode. Essentially, I can reuse Penguin Soldier, and it's very good. And let's see, my opponent's playing the Winged Dragon Ora. I probably should have known that from him playing Road's Disciple. Interestingly enough. So... I think he forgot to banish the spell. He did. He forgot to banish the spell that would have allowed him to make this thing even bigger. So... You know, I'm going to let him have another go at that. You know, we can be magnanimous about it. You know, my opponent, he made a little misplay. It's okay. That and I'm desperate for an opponent that actually does things, you know. What can I say? I'm too nice of a person sometimes. I'm also a dick sometimes. That's how life is. Sometimes you're a good person, sometimes you're a dick. Today, I feel like doing this guy a favor. Alright. So we'll ditch the polar penguin. Summon forth more penguins. Alright, so we know he's playing raw. I mean, we know he's playing raw. He knows what we're doing. To a degree. Let's see here. Where's my other penguin? Thank you. Penguin power. And then we'll just do... You know, I really wish penguins would have another synchro. I mean, they did start the whole thing of, like, turning everything on this artwork into a monster. But penguins could use another level 6 synchro. I have no idea what it would do. But they could use... Just as an additional thing to go into, you know what I mean? Because more like 99% of your plays start off with Penguin Brave. It's a thing. So, we are set. We are set. We have our board. My opponent has who knows what. I've got Storming Mirror Force. I know that. If he uses any monster... You know, I don't know why I thought that would not work. Okay. It's fine. I can revive... I can't revive Penguin Soldier for some reason. Oh, yeah, because he was not face up. Okay. Let's see. Get it face down. Let's get Penguin Hero, I guess. I mean, whatever, dude. You gonna, like, do this to me? Let's see. Yeah, Penguin... No, Penguin doesn't work with Storming Mirror Force. I was just checking that again. I already knew that, but when you get hit with Sphere Mode, you gotta check all the things you have. You kind of have to just look at your board and be like, okay, everything I went and made is gone. I need to figure out new things to do. So, now I've got Sphere Mode. He can't normal summon. So, what exactly is he going to do is the question. What exactly is the plan after this? We'll see. We'll see. Ooh, Jack's controller. Cool. That's... viable. Let me think about this. I need to get rid of this ball thing. This ball thing is not helpful. Yeah, that'll work. I was just thinking in my head, what do I want to do? Let's see. Cannot summon except for water monsters. I'm probably just gonna make water monsters. 2 water monsters, 2 water monsters, 2 non-link water monsters. Let's make Masquerena. Because I need to get rid of the sphere mode. The sphere mode is not helping me. Let's activate another garden. Yep. So now I've got another garden. I get another Emperor Penguin. Flood the board with my aquatic foul friends. Alright. Emperor Penguin. And we also have Genesis Control. He's just an additional tuner. Just in case of emergencies with an unexpected die. That's his whole purpose. But right now, he is what we would call discard fodder. So, we'll normal summon the Grit Emperor Penguin. Activate his effect. No penguin goes off blocking any ash blossoms. And we should be good from there. Let's summon forth the Gruesome Twosome. We'll get out the other no penguin just in case we need it. I doubt I'll need it, but you never know. And let's see here. Oh! My soul. Alright. This gentleman is... He's a big fan of the... you try to show some compassion to people, and this is what they do to you. Well, what can you do? You gotta be the change in the world, man. You gotta do the change yourself. Alright. I mean, I still have Storming Mirror Force. That's the thing. I may have lost everything else I loved, but I still have the Storming Mirror Force. He does not know this. He does not know that I have Storming Mirror Force. You may have the Winged Dragon Ura, but will he remember? Okay, this time he remembered the effect of Ancient Chant. Okay, good. Okay. So probably what's going to happen is... cannot special summon except by... Okay, so he can't actually go for, what's it called? He can't go for slime, but he can put this in attack mode. Alright. So, oh. Okay, maybe he can go for slime. I was not aware he could do that. Luckily, I have Storming Mirror Force. You like your field wipes? I like to wipe your field. That's how that goes. Okay. Well, that was it. That was certainly an interesting duel. He sphere moded me, and he hit me with Nibiru. Luckily, I have this trap card, so I'm gonna count that one as the win. And I don't know why I keep doing this with my head. Is this something I'm not a big Naruto fan, but I'm gonna do the Shadow Clone Jutsu here. Regardless, let's go for let's do one more, and then I'll show those replays off. Alrighty, the fourth and final opponent of the day. It's been a weird day. It has been a very weird day. You know, back when I was testing this, I was having much more competent opponents. You know, it's a shame. You know, sometimes people are like the best about it. Sometimes they're not. Let's see here. Double check. I love how generic you are, Penguin Brave. Thank you. Unexpected die. Summon forth Gen X controller. I really gotta make another Gen X deck at some point. I mean, I got a lot of decks I gotta make. But Gen X, you know, the minute there's a new Gen X card, or anything that, like, loosely supports them, it'd be nice to make Gen X again, because it's been a long time. Gen X is one of those decks, man. Surprising that Konami has not made any sort of support for them, actually. Considering they're at least somewhat popular. Let's see. 5. Let's see. Then you can reduce the level. And I could summon Penguin. I'm not going to do that, though. I'm going to save that for later. Penguin Sordo. This will give me an 800-point boost. If I do damage, I can bounce any sort of card of a Penguin would leave the effect. Well, this thing has a whole bunch of effects. Let me quadruple check the effect. The face-up card of my opponent leaves the field by a Penguin's effect. It's in the hand. Basically, if anything that gets bounced while this is on the field, its effects get negated. That's what this does. That is what this does. It's Revolution, right? What does this do? Discard this card, pay 500, add a high-level dude. Okay. So this is Pendulum Dragons. That could be problematic. Because I can only bounce 2. If he's playing Pendulums, that means more than 2 monsters. We'll see. Yeah, because basically during the end phase, this gets popped. And then when that gets popped, then he gets a card to the hand, and this will summon a dragon. That will, in fact, summon a dragon. But luckily, with my Penguin Sword, if I do battle damage, I can just straight up get rid of that. Alrighty, so what does this do? This card is destroyed, blah, blah, blah. That doesn't do anything. Flip. Flip. And just banish that dude. And because that guy got banished, his effects are negated. Alrighty, next. Let's go ahead and set another soldier. Get out Penguin Champion. Hotshot. Let's see, so we'll reduce our levels by 1. Very good. And, oh, there's so many things I could make right now. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I could make Trishula or Crocodragon. Both are very acceptable options. So many options right now. We have to do it at least once. It might not be the greatest thing in the world, but here he is. Here he is, big old Trishula. Do all the way to the bank. Alright, so we'll banish this thing, banish a card in the grave, and banish a card in his hand. Bachumba. Alrighty. So, not quite game, but it's getting pretty close. He has very few life points. He will not be able to use Verte Anaconda for sure. And if he uses a monster effect, I can just flip this up. No Penguin will go off and summon himself before my Penguin Soldier goes off. Therefore, anything he bounces will be banished instead. So, barring him getting rid of this beforehand, I should... what does this do? Okay, so we can add an Odd Eyes Bond. Okay, whatever. Okay, that's fine. You can only do that once. Okay, another Arc Pendulum Dragon. Okay, acceptable. So he's going to have Arc Pendulum Dragon. He's going to have some other sort of dragon, I presume. I think. What did I banish off of Trish? What did I banish? Some kind of super dragon. Okay. All these odd-eyed dragons look so weird. Phantom dragon. Okay. So he's got his 0 scale. Discard a card, add a face-up dragon. Okay. Dragon. Not a dragon. That's not a dragon. They target a monster on the field, destroy it. And it's gonna blow up what exactly? If he's smart, he'll go after Penguin Soldier. I think he might be smart enough to go... Okay, no, he's not smart enough to go after Penguin Soldier. Interesting. Okay, that's fine by me. That'll flip up my Penguin Soldier. I lose Brave, but I can straight up banish his Pendulum Dragon. Oh, let's see. So, yeah, he's already Pendulum summoned. I presume most of his deck is high level. I think that's pretty much how Pendulum Dragons are. They have like a whole bunch of high level monsters. Okay, he's monster born. On foot. How dare you touch my penguin? That's my bird. Sir, that is my bird. Leave it alone. And he went after no penguin. Unfortunately, I was gonna do something there. I was gonna make another Penguin Brave, but sad to say that ain't gonna happen. Let's see here. Let's see, I could make let's see, let me think about this. I guess I really don't need to do anything, do I? I don't. I can just attack him for game. What does this do again? No, I don't need to do stuff. I'm good. Alright, let's just attack this guy for game. It's certainly an interesting thing he was doing, but you know what? Penguin's too powerful. I was able to just get around everything he tried to do and swing for game. So, that was better. That I am proud of. That was a good duel against the Pendulum Dragon. So let's go for the end screen, and I'll show off those other replays, and we'll talk more about this deck, yeah. Alrighty, Penguin power has never been stronger, folks. Admittedly, we didn't have the greatest opponents this evening, but like I said, this deck is very powerful. You know, you're able to keep flipping your monsters and banishing your opponent's stuff. They're not going to be able to get around you. You know, barring you getting field nuked, you're pretty set. Luckily, most people don't play field nukes as much. You know, Lyrilusk, you're set against them. You're set against the Birus and such. This deck is very nice. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you hit the like button if you did enjoy it. Let me know that you like the penguins. I'm going to be doing Sue ships next, followed by some volcanic action. And I kind of want to play ninjas, too. A lot of decks I want to play. It's just the matter of, like, what order and when and how and why. So, again, thank you guys for watching. I'm going to leave you guys with those replays of me dueling on, you know, with more penguins. So, take a look at those, and y'all have a good day. Bye.